Well, hello, Gamer Monday.
Hello, Gamer Monday.
Hello,
Gamer
Gamer
Monday.
Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday,
Monday.
pilgrims.
Happy Gamer Monday. Guys, we need an
Pilgrims.
intro.
We do need an intro, yeah.
All right, on the count of three, we'll say Happy Gamer Monday. Okay. On three. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Happy
Gamer
Monday.
Monday.
I hated that.
Ryan
That was
loved
really
that.
good. I think that was excellent.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
We're back again.
Happy Gamer Monday.
Shut up.
I agree
You
with
Like
just
a
I agree
small
with Ryan.
thing. The small shut up. Nice.
Thank you.
Cool reference.
Yeah, that was a Smash reference.
All right. Well, do we want to talk about any new games that people are playing first, or should we just get right into it?
Is anyone
Um,
playing any
new
new
games.
games?
Well,
Oh.
as the goat of gaming myself,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I have
Banjo.
bought a new skin today. Fortnite.
What'd you get?
So, it was a Bianca Belair one from the WWE, right? And then I returned it, and I got something else, and it was pretty nice. So
Jam
it
tracks?
has-
Indecisive game.
no, I got the BRB emote. So yeah, that's my big exploration as the goat of gaming today.
Okay.
The greatest of all time of gaming.
Yeah, actually, I got rewarded this recently. It says I'm the
Oh!
goat.
Oh.
Wow.
You're a good-
Well,
Wait, there's a goat on top.
But where does it
I
say
know.
gaming, though? It says they go.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's under here, but
Can you show it to me?
Nah.
Okay.
Ryan's making a
But-
good point.
Yeah,
What is
Ryan
Ryan's
makes a
good
good point.
point?
Where's it say gaming?
That is
it's
true.
on the bottom. You just only goats can read it. So
You might be the
Um,
goat, but Ryan
Speaking
might...
of goats,
Yeah.
the new Planet Zoo expansion has been
There we
revealed.
go.
It is
Oh.
barnyard animals, including goats. So that's very exciting. I'm personally excited for the cows.
Wow. How about you give us a cool animal fact then?
What's your favorite
And
kind of
animal
cow?
fact- my favorite kind of cow is actually the cow that is being added, the Highland cattle. They have curly orange hair.
Ooh.
Very
Wait, you
cute.
show me these, right?
I did. I sent
You
you a
showed
picture
it,
because I said
yeah.
these are cute.
Can
Look at
Ryan
They
them.
put, like,
are,
a
and
picture?
they are.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, Ryan, put a Highland calf right here.
Uh-huh.
Right
Okay,
here.
right there. He's
Yeah.
going right there.
It's gonna be so
Thanks,
cute.
Ryan.
Everyone's
Yeah.
gonna love it. Everyone's gonna love it.
I really hope they do.
And then put
Ryan's
a
gonna
goat
put a lot of effort into editing a cow in there
Mm-hmm.
and a goat.
and a goat.
What? Where? Why?
You'll see it in recording.
Okay.
You'll see it in post. Sarah, you
Ryan does the
have a
editing,
new
by the
game.
way. So
right?
I bought
Ooh.
the Persona 3 remake.
Let's go.
So I'm very excited to start that. I have it for PS2, but I've never played it. So I'm excited to
Persona 3 is a
play
good
it on
game.
PC.
Mm-hmm.
I need to play that one.
Ryan says it's the best.
It is.
I trust Ryan's opinion on that more than anyone else's.
It's a very biased opinion, but
Why is it biased? Because I'm an Atlas show.
yes.
I bought Persona 4 3 times.
Yeah.
So over anyone else, Ryan would know that it's not better than Persona 3, right?
Well, yeah, Persona 4 and 5 aren't better than Persona 3. That'd be me lying.
Well, yeah, and Ryan's bought both
Yeah.
those games multiple times, so he's
True.
not biased at all.
Exactly.
I have history with Persona.
Oh.
Did Persona Joker fuck you up one day or what?
Yeah, it's just in Smash Brothers. I've never played the
Okay.
actual game before, but yeah, I got plenty of history with Persona and Joker.
Interesting.
hmm
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like Arsene. That's Joker's main persona.
yeah, it's the
It
best
is.
Persona.
That's the only one you know, I guarantee it.
No,
I like the songs though.
there's
I
Jack
like a lot of
Frost.
songs.
There is Jack Frost.
Oh,
You got you.
the other
You got Jack
flagship.
Frost.
Yeah.
What about King Frost?
What about him?
That's cool.
He's not the flagship
He's
That's
not the
true.
goat.
Persona.
You might be a king, but I'm the
What about
goat
Jack
boss.
Frost? Or no, Jack. What's the pumpkin one?
There's
Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern. There's also
There's-
Black Frost.
hmm
No, not him.
All
Why not
right,
him?
Jack.
Because it took you have to like do a bunch of combining summons to get him, and honestly, he wasn't even that good.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I prefer King Frost and Jack Frost.
Yeah. What about Queen Frost though, huh?
It's not in there. I didn't make the damn game.
What about Frosted?
Well, you
Flakes?
should.
I
And you
just
should
play
fix
it.
it.
What the Frosted Flakes?
I had some Frosted Flakes last night.
Jack Frosted Flakes.
Oh,
Someone
did
Photoshop
he?
that.
Yeah, right. You put an image right here
No.
of Jack Frosted Flakes.
No, I
Yeah, yeah,
will
yeah.
not. I will
like
not.
that.
Right. This is anarchy. Come on.
It's like write that down. Write that down.
I
Write
didn't.
that
I didn't
down.
have to edit anything on screen last episode, and now this
Yeah.
time.
Well,
Now
this
you
is
do.
now you're due. Yeah.
Get to it, Ryan.
Brian,
We don't
stop.
pay you for nothing.
Yeah. We don't not pay you for nothing.
Ah,
Okay.
Brian, I'll pay you
Really?
for nothing. I'll pay you nothing for nothing.
I'll pay you nothing for more of nothing.
All right.
Wow.
So
Ryan, can you
speaking of-
Photoshop Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us onto the screen, please?
Oh, Photoshop it. On
I
the
can
screen?
just put it on the
Do you know how
screen.
Instead
do you
of-
know how
instead
video
of
editing
Photosh-
works?
Just for
Instead
one
of-
frame. Just for one frame. See who catches it.
I'm sick
Somewhere
of-
later.
Somewhere
Yeah,
in
so-
the video.
How
Somewhere
about
later.
how about we actually
Yeah,
move
let
on
Sarah
so we have
host.
an
Let Sarah
actual
host.
fucking episode
Let
and
Sarah
not a shit
host.
show like we currently have.
Okay.
It's only 6 minutes of nothing.
Jeez, Ryan. Sorry that we're just trying to have a little fun on.
We talked
Gamer
about Jack
Monday.
Frosting Flakes. What's wrong with that?
I'm gonna wonder if they have like a collab with like Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm gonna
What,
go.
Fortnite?
Personally, I'm gonna say I don't
They
think they do.
do.
I've played no new games this week. Has anyone?
No.
Well, speaking of remakes, that's what I wanted to talk about this week was the different like remakes and remasters and stuff. See what people are liking, what they don't like, what they would do different.
That was a really good segue. Yeah.
What are we defining as a remake, remaster,
Port.
retelling?
So
Port.
remake would be like introducing new content, like maybe new characters or maybe new quests and stuff. A remaster is more faithful to the original.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Examples of each? Does anyone have any?
I'm looking into some. Like
Omega
a full-on-
Ruby Alpha Sapphire is a remake.
It's a
Yes.
remake. They built it from the ground up.
Mhm.
Whereas like they did like Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, but like they just used the same engine and updated the graphics and fixed up the controls a little bit. That's like a remaster. It's
Would
not, like,
Battle for
it
Bikini
changed.
Bottom rehydrated
That's
be
a remake.
That's a remake?
full on
Yeah.
remake?
Okay.
Yeah.
okay?
This new 1,000-Year Door, that's a remake.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
just trying to think. The Crash
Every-
Bandicoot. I have one Crash Bandicoot game that I've ever played and owned. I'm trying to remember if it was a remake or not.
I think it was. I had the trilogy and I played the first Crash Bandicoot
Yeah.
almost 100%, and then I decided this was not worth my life, and it pissed
Oh,
me off.
really?
Yeah, it's hard. That game's hard, but it's good. It was a good remake.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like that's a good remake if I had to pick one. I like that.
Yeah. My favorite is probably Wind Waker. Wind Waker is my favorite.
Okay.
See, on the GameCube, it's fun, but like it's annoying because of how slow you move in the boat.
That's a
and then they-
remaster, right?
Does that count as a remaster?
I mean, what are they remaking here?
I guess that's fair. Yeah, I don't know.
What's the difference between the remaster and a remake?
All right, so like, a minute ago,
was
we
the
actually just talked
intro
about
to the entire segment. But
Yeah, so a remaster is essentially just them updating graphics or like moving something to a different console, like keeping everything the same, not adding really anything new to the game. Whereas a remake, you're adding new quest lines, you're adding new characters, you're keeping the core of the game the same, but you're changing kind of how it plays and how it works.
Okay. Well, Nintendo sent me Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door earlier before everybody else, so I thought
Oh,
it was
yeah?
pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool one.
is
Yeah.
that a remake?
Would you like to share anything?
Do they have
Yeah,
post-game
this-
content now?
No, it's just like Mario in paper form. He's going through 1,000-year doors.
revolutionary?
Thank you
It's
for
a
that.
crazy game.
That's
Thank
not
you.
right.
Thank you, Mr. Nintendo.
No, no.
Kevin Bacon is not in Footloose.
Yes, he
Kevin
is. He's like the
Bacon.
star of the movie.
There is a paper with Kevin Bacon in that game, though.
Wait, so they did add new content.
Okay.
All they
But-
had was a single picture. Of that is.
I'm trying to think if I ever played a remastered because everything I have played it. I mean, I don't want to like go in every podcast saying like I just play a bunch of Pokemon, but that's really like most of the remakes I've played because I'm actually very anti-remake. Like it's cool, but I feel like you're skimming me out of my money because it's like, all right, if it's something like it's getting like re-released like years later, fine. But if you're remaking something extremely like recently, after I just spent my money on it, I feel like I'm being scammed.
Yeah,
Because why
that's
didn't you
more
give me
like-
the full game?
That's like
You know,
port
so-
kind of.
Yeah.
Like
Now we're
Mario
back
Kart
to
on Switch is like-
DLC.
is like a port. But like I use them kind of interchangeably. I feel like a lot of people do. And so I don't know. Like there's like I play mostly Nintendo, but I mean they love their remakes, especially on the fucking Switch. A lot of them are like really older games that honestly feel better on the Switch, but like still not great. Like Link's Awakening plays pretty much the same, but it looks so much nicer and there's a lot of quality of life shit. Same thing with like Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. Like they changed the catching shit, but like I'd rather play that than Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, obviously.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say about
Yeah.
Pokemon. It's like Red and Blue. It's been like remade twice. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like it was more like it when it went Fire Red, Leaf Green. That was more in line with how Red and Blue were, and then Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee kind of did the same game but added different ways to play it. So it's gonna have both a remaster and a remake in a way. I think.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I think, but like if we're just going off of either remake or remaster, I think Wind Waker is like it just makes it so much more fun. And also it's still one of the prettiest games I think Nintendo's ever made. Like Nintendo, because it's just so good. It looks so good.
I like to throw the pigs.
I love to throw the pigs. I love that. I like to sneak around in the barrels.
I was afraid of
Yeah.
that game when I was a kid
That makes
Why?
sense.
because you get you get thrown in the prison, and then there's scary guards. So I had my dad play that part for me.
Right.
that makes sense.
I can
yeah.
already see him playing that for you.
And you can
being
see
like,
that he
"Here you go,
didn't figure
Ryan."
it out, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I can literally see him like looking at it like,
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ryan,
I had
what am I
to
supposed to
like
do?
search up like what remakes have come out or are coming out,
Mhm.
and so far, the Epic Mickey one looks interesting.
There's an Epic Mickey remake.
It released in 2024, so this year. It says Disney Epic remake.
Thanks for that.
Oh yeah, that was it was literally in the direct that they did. But
It was, yeah. I
This
forgot
game
about
is
that.
actually like pretty fucking good.
I never
Yeah.
played the original and I always wanted to. If I get this
The
remake,
remaking
this is gonna be like
Until
game of
Dawn,
the
which
year.
is pretty cool too. I like the Until Dawn.
Rebrushed. Coming
Okay.
soon, no release date.
Yeah.
Sad. Soon.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, there was something else that was. Oh yeah, so that new Donkey Kong and Mario game that's coming out, is that a remake or a remaster?
That came out. I don't know. Like I guess it's a remake. I don't. Again, I
looks
use them
brand new.
interchangeably. It looks
Yeah.
brand new because it was a Game Boy Advance game. My
Yeah.
thing that they keep doing though, like I like that they're remaking like Game Boy games, but unless you're like doing Final Fantasy VII level, redo everything and make it a modern game, I'm not paying $60 for what's essentially 100 little puzzles.
Yeah.
Just because
not?
Mario looks like a little guy on the fucking screen.
He looks like a little guy.
It's just not enough for me.
He's so cool.
He's
so
such a little
cool.
guy.
I
so
spent so
relatable.
many of my days of my youth stomping
Goomba.
Koopas.
Koopas.
Goombers.
Goomba.
Bombs.
Bomb. When people say, okay, bombs, that's not right. Bombs.
Sorry that other
Anyway.
people pronounce things differently than you.
Well, it's just wrong is the thing. So,
God forbid.
God forbid.
That's a nice piranha plant there.
I like
Leia.
the piranha plant.
Does that say anything on the bottom or?
Does that say
Go.
go?
It says the
Does it
goat
say-
of piranha plants.
Does it say
but,
Smash
Oh.
on the bottom?
No, it says
Smash.
goat of piranha plants, but you guys know you guys can't see it, you know.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
I hate this game.
Okay. That's all I have of I don't have a lot of history of remakes, so that's very interesting. I never knew the distinction, so I'm interested in playing this Epic Mickey game out of everything that I'm looking at.
Like what? So the Persona 3, that's like a remake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a full on, like, does the game play any differently, or is it just
Yes.
okay? It does?
Completely built
Differently.
ground up, new things added between
Okay.
characters. Originally, you couldn't hang out with the male characters because that would be really weird if you could hang out with characters that weren't female. You know,
That's
Why-
true.
Why
That's
would two guys
sweet.
hang out together?
Yeah, good old
So yeah, but in this
Japan.
game, you can hang out with the guys.
That's just hang out with the boys.
Yeah, you
Not
can
only
just
that-
hang out with the boys. Let boys be boys.
but they also
Boys will be boys.
changed the
Luigi's
the
Mansion
mechanics.
2 is getting one.
Mm.
Oh,
They
that's
changed
true.
the mechanics to be in line with like Persona 4 and 5, where you
True.
actually can choose your
You can control your
character's
party
moves.
members.
Yeah,
That
other
was
than
the
your main
worst
character.
part about
Wait,
playing Persona
what?
3.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's a big substantial change. Okay.
Yes.
That's
You
some
used to
very
only
big
be able to
difference.
suggest that they do certain things.
And they did not
Yeah.
listen.
They did not listen.
Huh, that's weird.
they're still going to use their charm and miss. So
Every
That's crazy.
time.
I think I forgot about the Luigi's Mansion.
How could you
Two.
forget about Luigi's
I-
Mansion?
I don't know. Luigi's Mansion
See,
2 is coming out on the Switch, and it's like HD. And like for me, I'm like, that game just came out, but that game's 11 years old. So
That I would feel some type
Yeah.
of way because Luigi's Mansion 2 just came out.
yeah, see, I knew you were about to say that. But that's
Luigi, like why didn't they
That
just
was-
do it correctly the first time?
wait, what? Luigi?
Oh, Luigi.
No, that was not Luigi's Mansion 2.
this
What was
the,
that 3? There's
was
3
3.
games already.
the second one was
Already,
on
the
3DS.
first one
and
was in
terrible.
2001.
Are people buying those games like that?
Yeah.
It already
crazy.
has a third game in
That is
23
crazy.
years. How dare it?
That is
This is going
crazy.
far too fast.
No, Luigi's Mansion 2 is a good game. It's not as good as the other two, though, I don't think. But I think it's still fun because, again, there's only 3 of them in 23 years, and nothing else really plays quite like
Hey.
it. So it's still fun.
That motherfucker Luigi is lucky he's gotten 3 games. Okay,
He had a whole
Lucky?
year dedicated to it.
Lucky.
lucky.
We deserve more Luigi and everything.
The year of Luigi,
It's
which
really
was the
wrong.
worst year Nintendo has had.
The year of Luigi, where it was DLC for the Mario game, where you could not play Mario and only play Luigi. And then the other one was Luigi's Mansion 2. And the rest of the games that came out were Mario games that Luigi happened to be in. Year of Luigi,
Oh,
But
what was it?
mostly Mario.
2013 or
I think so. Yeah. 2013. That's when Luigi Mansion 2 came out. They're like New Super Luigi U,
wow?
which is stupid title. And then Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, as they called it in the States. But now that they're remaking it, they're just calling it Luigi's Mansion 2 instead of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which also doesn't make
Good.
sense to me. They're inconsistent. I guess they just did not expect to make a third game for some reason. But yeah, I forgot that one was happening. And then, well, Mario RPG also got remade, and that one came out like what, 30 years ago?
Did people like that?
I liked it. I played
Okay.
it. It was really chill. It's not like super in depth, but it's like, especially compared to like Paper Mario, Thousand Year
Yeah.
Door, or like the original Paper Mario, or even the Mario Luigi games. It's pretty simple, but I mean, it's still fun. It's more like Final Fantasy, like,
Okay.
because like Paper
Yeah.
Mario has like lower health and lower damage on the things. It feels kind of more like strategy, the way you plan out exactly how much damage you can deal to the enemies. But this one is more like equip your stats or equip your the gear and the badges to get more stats, and then you do like hundreds to thousands points of damage. And you can't
Can I
really
do origami?
strategize
That's
too
the real
well.
question. Can you do
Origami. You can if you have like paper.
Hmm.
Now, are the Geno fans, are they justified?
Gino's not as cool as the other original character in that game. Mallow is way better than
Okay.
Gino, in my opinion.
Gino
Mallow
is
has
so
like,
overrated, bro.
I think Mallow has like an actual character arc in that game, and Gino does not really.
He's just a puppet who looks cool. and that's
He's
what people
kind of
like.
cool, and he has like a story in where like the area he's introduced in, and then they just kind of don't
Yeah.
do anything with him. Mallow is the other character they introduced, and he has like a few hours into the he has like a little bit of story added every few hours, like for his overall arc. What's so
Okay.
fucking funny?
I'm sorry. No,
He was
no,
just
no.
making fun of you. It's no big deal.
No,
Okay.
I wasn't.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Oh, you were
Don't
making
do
fun
that.
of me,
Don't
huh?
do that. Don't
You're
do that.
making
Don't
fun
do
of
that.
me.
He just messaged us
No,
all
no.
separately and said, "This guy's so
I didn't
lame."
say that.
Hell
Oh
No,
my
I
god!
didn't.
Wipe
I
that
did
grin
not
off
say
your
that.
face.
No, it's just like every time
Oh
I
my
think about
God.
Gino, the amount of times like they're like Smash reveals and people are like, oh my god, it's Gino, and it's like a Fire Emblem character.
He was
fuck
like
is
always
that?
when a new Smash game comes out, it's like, okay,
He's
we're
the-
finally
he's the
getting
number
Gino
one.
this time,
Gino.
guys. It's his time.
I was
Never added.
I was pretty sure it was gonna happen with that Piranha Plant guy.
Yeah.
When oh my god, when Piranha Plant just appeared, you thought it was gonna be Gino?
Well, I mean, how could it
Yeah.
not be?
I mean,
That-
I
that's
didn't
true.
expect Piranha Plant, that's for sure.
I mean, I saw Samus get ready to shoot Ridley. I was sure Gino was gonna pop out and help shoot him too.
God.
That's a game that has fantastic remakes. The Metroid series.
Metroid.
Wait, actually, true.
The Metroid games are
Yeah,
almost exclusively like I feel like better in their like remakes, and they are like so good. They're like all
are.
so good games.
the
The
3DS
specifically
one.
like the Zero
Zero
like-
Mission.
Zero Mission,
Yeah,
so good.
I need to play that one. Because you can't play the original in Metroid because that's an NES game. So why the fuck would you? And also, there's no save points, and also there's no map, and it's 2 buttons. But then they remade it for the Game Boy Advance,
Mhm.
and like, it just everyone said it's like one of the best ones. Still, it still holds up. I played the 3DS remake of the second Metroid, and that one was okay, but yeah, Dread's
Wow,
pretty
you
good.
don't want to play Metroid Zero Mission?
I do. I'm just saying I haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
The
I just
other
thought you were a real
Definitely
Metroid
that
fan.
that game
I'm
is
not.
like a
I think it's fun.
wonderful wonderful remake of a
Yeah.
game. That game, big fan of all of the Resident Evil remakes.
True.
Are some of the best, like most in-depth, like well taken care of remakes that they've made. They're all like so fun to play and they look so good. 4 was like probably one of my favorite like games that came out that year, just because it like felt so good to play again, and they did such a good job making it like fun.
Yeah. I haven't played the Resident Evil games. Has anybody else?
No.
No.
No, I heard they were pretty evil.
I hear that they're residential as fuck.
Mhm.
And what
I
does it
just
mean to be
know.
residential, Zach?
Like you live in a place, you reside.
Oh, okay. So it's about
Yeah.
living somewhere.
Yeah, but somewhere
It's like
evil.
Animal Crossing then.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it like Animal Crossing?
Yeah, but like evil-ish. So like Animal Crossing.
So,
We're doing great, guys.
Or
Animal
its
Crossing, but
Japanese
you're
name,
playing as Conduct.
Biohazard.
Biohazard.
Oh.
Bioshock.
BioShock Infinite. Pokemon
Bad
Infinite
game.
Fusion.
Pokemon Infinite Fusion. That's my favorite
Remake.
remake.
Yeah.
Honestly, not false.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. Anyone else have anything to say?
Sarah, what's your favorite remake?
I really enjoyed the Final Fantasy X and X-2 remasters.
Oh,
Those looked
Oh,
really
word?
nice. Going from PS2 and then getting to play it again on PS4.
Yo,
Lee,
look
I know that
shiny.
you've played both of the Final Fantasy VII ones. What did you think about it? Because that one's a remake.
That one's
Yeah.
that one's a whole remake. I like the originals more still. I think
What?
that I was a huge like hater for like the new like fighting style, like the way that they changed like the combat in that game was, in my opinion, not like the way that I expected it to go, nor was it the way that I like wanted it to go when I thought
Yeah.
like, oh, like that's gonna be like fun remake. I was like, I really am a fan of Final Fantasy for their like turn-based combat. I think they do it
Yeah.
really well, and I think that that's like
And that was a big change that they did
like
with
their
remake.
like bread and butter is like that and like the MMO games. So it's like it's hard to go from like
Mhm.
hard to go from that to this like style of fighting in in the 7 remake.
Because
That's
It's probably one of the most unfortunate remakes for me personally.
Really?
Because I was so looking forward to it. Not to say that it's a bad game.
okay.
But I was expecting more from it. I was
Yeah.
more excited for it.
I have thought
when it
about
came
buying
out.
that game nearly at least once a week for the past like 2 months.
Yeah. I unfortunately bought it without like knowing anything really about
Yeah.
it, and then I was kind of disappointed when it wasn't turn-based.
Oh, okay. I knew it wasn't turn-based, but I just hear the story's good and it's
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Oh,
It
the
looks
story is
stunning.
the story's wonderful. It's like it's so like everything looks like amazing. They
looks so
they
good.
took such a long time with that remake, and
Yeah.
like it just in like the way that it looks, it like they absolutely did it justice.
Mhm.
It's just with how it plays, and I mean a lot of people really liked that. A lot of people like turn-based. I feel like turn-based games are really like I don't know what the word
Polarizing.
is. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
like you either
They're
love turn-based
intimidating.
combat or you like hate it. Like you think
Mhm.
it's super boring and slow, and you like would rather just like run around and like be fighting. But for me, I'm a big turn-based gamer, so
I do prefer turn-based. Yeah.
that was
I'm a
sad
big
for me.
fan. I like turn-based.
It's a little intimidating.
Intimidating.
It's like,
Intimidating.
yeah,
Isn't it
'cause it's
easier?
like it's a lot more strategy involved. Like when
Yeah,
I
that's
played my one Fire Emblem game, and it was like that.
No, yeah.
I was just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy. Where like I'm used to like, all right, Spider-Man PS4, just go in
Yeah.
and punch everything, you know?
Ooh.
Like
You have more control in terms of like
Yeah.
movement.
a lot
It
more
feels
faster.
more like you have more control than maybe you actually do in terms of like
Yeah.
combat, but it depends on like what you're really like, because I can enjoy some turn-based games. It just depends on like how they
Yeah.
kind of handle it.
Yeah. I do
Um,
But
enjoy
I like chess, so like I can like appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's strategy. with
Of
it.
course, yes.
I just sometimes you're just in the right mood for it, but sometimes you're like, I don't want to do that right now. Sometimes you just don't want to
Yeah.
think as much. Sometimes you don't want to think as
Yeah.
much.
Sometimes you want to be on autopilot. You
My
feel
brain's
me?
just a little larger than the average bear, so
You're
Oh,
just a
yeah?
little
Oh, of
I
smart.
course,
think I
of
can
course.
handle it.
You're so
How
smart.
smart is
Ryan.
the average bear, Ryan?
You got
Um,
Einstein in the
If
car.
we look at Yogi and Winnie the Pooh, I think we can conclude that they are very intelligent.
That's right.
In Yellowstone National Park, they
Mhm.
can't put locks on garbage cans because
Yeah.
the park rangers have found that the average intelligence of a bear is higher than the lowest intelligence of their visitors. So they cannot lock the garbage cans effectively to keep the bears out without also keeping a large amount of people out.
And that was the animal fact of the day.
That's a good one.
Fun
Is there
one.
any game that people would want like a remake or remaster of?
Oh,
Good
boy.
question.
Ooh.
Let me look at these lists.
Because it's so niche, but I so badly. One of my favorite games of all time is Grandia 2 for the PS2. It's a JRPG, and it's another like turn-based one. And I would
Okay.
love for it to get some sort of remake remaster type deal,
Right.
just because I love that story so much, and seeing it like with what they can do today with when it comes to games would be
Mhm.
really
Okay.
exciting. Also, just to get more people talking about it because I just love that game.
You said it was turn-based?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like a remake with new songs of Guitar Hero or Band Hero or Rock Band.
You know,
Bring
I
that
like
back.
those games.
honestly,
It would be really fun. I feel like
Yeah.
it'd be
And
I
play.
specifically I've been like trying to like recently I've been trying to look for Guitar Hero guitar because I want to play Clone Hero, which is
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
essentially Guitar Hero, but
They can
it's
make
like
whatever in that.
yeah, you can make beat maps for anything, literally anything. People
It's
make
like
beat maps,
Osu.
like beat
Hmm.
maps of like somebody like doing a mukbang.
Yeah.
They
And you get to
have
like play a mukbang on a guitar.
yeah, because they have Guitar Hero esque things on Fortnite, and the new update they made it. You're able to connect like the Guitar Hero controller or something.
Really?
Oh,
Wait,
cool.
that's sick.
You know,
Mhm.
That is
yeah.
cool.
So it's compatible now. So
That's
I want to
cool.
get
Wow.
one just to play it.
They're
But
super hard to find, and they're expensive.
I know,
Yeah.
bro. That's what I'm saying. Remake,
bring
we
it
can put them
back.
back in stock. You feel
bring
me?
it back.
Yeah.
True.
I like those
they're-
games.
They're super niche to find because obviously, like, it's been a long time since they've made like a Guitar Hero
Mhm.
game, and that there's no plan to make more.
They're all like Dave and Buster's now, and it's like, dang, like, bro,
Steal it.
Better get grinding
those-
those.
We
games
have to
then.
heist Dave
Yeah.
and Buster's.
Oh,
Don't-
it's not
don't
Chuck E.
forget-
Cheese anymore. It's Dave and Buster's.
the one
Hey,
try of DJ Hero
think
was
I forgot.
legendary too. Like that
Wait,
DJ,
DJ
Hero,
Hero.
there was a bunch of
True.
Yeah,
Did a lot of like
Like,
one-off things with that idea.
yeah. I liked all that stuff.
I like those games actually. It's just hard when you need so many trinkets and peripherals to kind of make the game work at all.
Trinket.
Mhm.
Trinkets and baubles.
Same thing with the Donkey Kong bongos.
Oh my
Donkey Kong
gosh, I
bongo.
forgot
Dongo
about those.
bongos.
I
The
could get
bongos.
myself some of those. Yeah.
I watched someone
should.
beat Dark Souls with the Donkey Kong bongos.
I love that.
That was pretty
How
cool.
does that work?
You can just like, because it's all mapped.
You just map it.
It's just like,
Yeah.
like you could play Donkey Konga with just a controller. You just have to map it to different things.
In the
That's
same way that you
crazy.
can play, you can beat, or God, what was it? I saw somebody like beat a game with like a Guitar Hero guitar.
You can do it with like a Dance Dance
crazy.
Revolution mat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a
I love
popular
that.
one.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Play
I
League
would
of
like to
Legends
watch
with the bongos.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Let's see.
I have a
Play League of
game that I would
Legends.
want.
Who was who's it?
remade.
Box got
Oh,
like
yeah.
playing Challenger. Got to like master Challenger playing Riven on a PS4 controller.
Was it? I thought he did DDR as well. He definitely
Uh,
did DDR.
I think he did do
He did-
DDR.
He did do DDR.
Maybe he
I
didn't
re-
get to Challenger with it, but
Riven? That's crazy.
oh yeah,
I
That's
know.
insane. That's
I can't even
crazy.
play
I can't
Riven normally.
Yeah. Oh
People are
wow.
wild.
See,
Um,
what I want for a remake is I
want
want
for Christmas.
not surprisingly Persona 1 and 2.
Oh,
Because-
God.
Fully
That's fair.
remade,
Hey,
yeah.
that's by the way, the one of
They
the
have
only
those?
reliable leakers out there, always read about everything, said they're planning Atlas Sega are planning Persona 1, 2, 4 remakes at some point.
That would be awesome. I
Yeah.
think that every Persona
Yeah.
game is awesome. Is the whole Persona like series is just like
Like,
fantastic.
I
So
can't
doing
Those
remakes
justify
of
first
those
ones
playing-
were on
games-
PSP, weren't they?
PS1.
I mean, kind of,
PS1.
but they ported them to PSP. I know what you mean.
Oh,
It's just-
okay.
There's
Yeah.
no reliable way to play them, and also
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to play the older version of like how
Yeah.
Persona was. I'd rather wait for a remake
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
it's just so different. And I'm sure I would like the story, but I don't think I could have fun playing the game with how it is
Yeah.
right now.
Nobody talks about
Yeah,
the
that
first
would be
two.
really cool if they.
Yeah,
I would-
like that's a joke
They've
that
been
Persona is Persona 3, 4, 5, and that's it.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to play because I've wanted to play through like a list, like go through all of the Persona games and like
Yeah.
play them all in a row because like all the new ones have been like so good, and it is unfortunate that like the older ones are so hard to play basically.
Yeah, I think that's a good example of one that could benefit from remake remaster.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of accessibility things for remake, I think,
Yeah.
because it just gets to a point where you will not be able to play the games reliably if you do not one port them or two remake or remaster them.
Or use, you know,
I mean, yeah, we could use an
The
emulator and
word.
everything, but
Yeah, but that's
We're
one
not
that like
The bad
Yeah.
thing.
that's
But-
what like, yeah.
you
officially.
can justify buying it again, even
And
if you
then
got to
yeah, but
play
then
the
game
original.
companies they get confused, like, why are they emulating our games? What the fuck?
Yeah,
And,
Like
and
we can't
meanwhile,
play
the
your
only way-
games,
I know.
asshole. Why do you think we can't play
I
them?
know. It's like why I so wish that like especially Nintendo, if
They're
they
the
would
worst.
if they would just
Yeah.
remake or not even remake, but like put out like they don't even need a remaster. They really could just port it to to the
You
Switch,
have
and
an
I would
eShop.
play every
Right?
Fire Emblem game.
yeah.
If you just made
Well-
you could make it like $200, and I would probably buy it.
Yeah. Missed
I agree.
opportunity
Play all of
when
them.
Yeah.
the new Fire Emblem game came out, Engage, because so many people were wondering about these old characters that they were
Right.
bringing in,
I was
and
that.
but you're not going to make it so people can play them.
Nope.
I
Sorry.
didn't care
So
for the
dumb.
game because I
That
didn't
shit-
have
that
any
is so
context for
unfortunate.
any of the other characters, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can't feel connection to these
I
characters.
don't
who
care
keep
for the
randomly
Godfather.
appearing.
I'm kind of just past the point of
How-
using of wanting to use my DS. You know.
Yeah, so they like if I don't mind the system where they're like, hey, we're giving you all these old classic games for NES and 64, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance. I don't mind it. I just wish they would actually fucking update it more than once once a month with like 2 games no one's heard of. And they still don't have any Pokemon games on there for God knows why. And then they shut down emulation and they shut down ROM hacks and fan games. But then they're not making any money otherwise off these games.
Yeah.
Because anyone who wants to go buy that, they're not giving money to Nintendo. They're giving it to somebody who already owns it. So they're
People selling old GameCube games, Fire Emblem games for like $200. Or
I have those.
It's wild.
Like the original Fire Emblem game, like the original Fire Emblems are like hundreds of dollars. And it's like, or I'll just go on a certain website and just look for it.
Get an ROM.
It's like, believe it or not, I would pay you, Nintendo.
I would pay them for those games.
I do. Like,
but you can't.
Yeah, I will.
People will emulate them then.
They're giving me 1,000 Year Door, and I'm gonna buy it because it looks great and it looks awesome. And they added new animations and they updated the UI. Everything looks so much cleaner and more polished and gorgeous. And even if they had just put it on the Switch as is, I would have been like, oh, I'll take that on my Switch. That's fine. Like, but if they hadn't done that, I would not there's only one option for me to play that game. And they're not going to like my answer for it.
It's welcome back to the Shit on Nintendo podcast.
I mean, most times
we just have such constructive feedback.
It's very constructive, and it's almost like most game companies would listen.
We'll send this straight to Mr. Nintendo himself.
Now, the game I want remade is also a Nintendo game.
Putt Saves the Zoo.
It's Putt Saves the Zoo. I was considering it, but it's perfect the way it is. So why is it
true?
The game I want is Xenoblade Chronicles X because it is on the Wii U, which sucked.
Yeah,
and everything they did UI wise could have just been a menu. So it could easily be remade into like a good system that doesn't require a fucking gamepad.
You have to hold your fucking thing like this, and
like you can't even use them at the same time. So why make them separate?
Everything on the Wii U needs a remake at this point.
If they would have made the gamepad just like a map that you could reference, it'd be fine. But you had to pause the game to then have the gamepad like work. Why? Like, what is the point of this?
Yeah. Honestly, every Wii U game,
they're like
port it now.
Just remake the Wii U games.
Okay.
Remake the
Wii U. That's what I'm saying, guys.
There's like 3 games that actually used it, I think, well.
What?
What? Isaiah, are you good?
You got a comment?
Sorry. No, every time I think of Smash, it's bad. Keep going. Okay. Sorry.
I don't know. There's like 3 games that utilize the Wii U's like gamepad well. One of them was Nintendo Land, but they can't even port that because it relied on the Wii U so much, like the gamepad. And like, I don't know if anybody else here has played that game. Anyone or no?
Which one?
It's Nintendo Land. It's so fun, actually.
I'm gonna search it.
Actually, first or second time you came to visit me?
Yes.
Before you lived near me, you brought that game over, and while we were waiting for Spiel to get in, we played Nintendo Land.
It was like, I don't remember playing that, but I wasn't there yet.
When we were waiting for Spiel to come in so we could tell Zach that he was actually here the whole time.
True. Right.
That was funny. You
got No, it's real fun though. And then I think Pikmin 3 used it decently well to the point where like you don't have to look at it, but if you want to, you can be like, I'm setting this captain there, and then but you can do that by pausing it anyway, so you don't even need it. Nintendo Land's the only game that really needed it. In terms around it. But like, Phil, would you want like Xenoblade to be like a full remake or just a port?
I mean, if they were able to port it in a way where anything that was on the gamepad was just like a pause menu or something, then that's fine. But if not, I'd like to play the game in a playable sense.
Yeah. I know like Star Fox. I never played the Star Fox game on the Wii U, but I know what you had to do was like look around and also aim on the TV, but look around with the game. So you have to like it doesn't work. Like I remember people be like, I can't.
It gives you whiplash, the game.
Right. Did you play it?
Yeah, it sucked.
Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a pretty
Um,
bad game.
Yeah. So like, what kind of stuff do you have to do in Xenoblade to like even make that work? Like, what do you have to do? In the
There
gamepad?
there were all these like pylons across the map that you had to get to and like bring energy back or something. I don't know. I played in like 2016, but
It's been a while.
you had to like you had to pause the game and pull up a map that would show you like sensors of where everything is. And you have to go find them. So you had to keep just like pausing your game, and instead of just looking at a map, you had to pull up the gamepad every time to just like look at where you were. Because I think it was also the map. So
That's
it sucked.
bullshit. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Um,
Would not recommend. All the other
there
Xenoblade
was-
games, highly recommend.
the game I want remade, I think. Well, first I want Pokemon Black and White to be remade, but and
You can't
I-
ask for that.
I want it to be done well, and I know it's going to happen and not be done well. So that's just, I wish it would happen this way, but it's not going to be done well. So the actual answer would be the first two Banjo games, because those games are very old. They're still fun. I think
Yeah.
they're very creative with the character designs and like the world. And Banjo-Tooie, I never actually got to play fully through. I know it's like pretty different from the first one, but like I would love to find that like Microsoft or Rare and like Nintendo are able to like make that happen or something.
Yeah, I
Because-
loved Banjo and Kazooie.
The fact that they put them in Smash and like released it on the Switch makes me think that it's at least possible.
I like Kazooie.
Kazooie's pretty cool.
Notice
love
how I
her.
didn't say Banjo.
Yeah, that guy
I thought you
sucks.
were gonna say Banjo.
I like Kazooie. She's like really like, she's just kind of like snarky. She's very sarcastic. She's kind of cool like that. Banjo's
Right.
just like the bumbling fool. It's a really good balance.
When you were talking about the Wii U, the one thing I wanted remade that never came there was WarioWare for that, because I thought that, especially with the little pad, there was so much like opportunity there
Yeah.
that never got used. But I did like the game Mario Party 10, because they had a game mode in there which was Bowser Party, where if you have like the gamepad, you're playing as Bowser trying to like get everybody dead. That game was really fun. So I would like to see them do that again on like the Switch or something. Like find a way that I can play as Bowser again, because that was so fun.
I mean, I don't see why it couldn't just be like one of the split screen options.
Yeah,
I feel like,
honestly
I feel like
true.
it's totally just doable as like the normal screen.
it was like a whole different like aspect to the game. It was really original and cool.
Not like a
know?
remake, but like bring back that mode.
Was that the
Yeah.
Mario Party where everyone was in a car
In a
together? 'Cause
car.
That sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
was
did.
so lame.
Yeah,
But as Bowser, it was fun because
Yeah, but everyone
did,
else
like,
had to
6
be in
dice.
a fucking car.
Everyone else hated it.
I did actually like though that the game mode within that game where everyone was in a like a canoe together. That was fun,
hmm
like a boat.
Kind of off topic a little
Okay.
bit, but the Wii U.
Wow. Wow.
wow.
Not only did the system suck,
Rest in
I
peace.
still have my
Wii U.
Wii U.
but
It's
like I do
faded away
too.
from me.
I thought about like using it earlier to stream like Wind Waker, but then I
Oh,
remember
no.
like I haven't turned it on in like 7 years, so God knows if it still fucking works.
I don't even like looking at it.
It's like I picked up the gamepad after having held my Switch for years.
Yeah,
and I was like,
exactly.
I was like, oh God. I was
Like
like,
a fossil.
oh, it feels like a little like a
Do you
little fake
remember-
iPad you give to a child who's like teething in 3.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're like,
yeah. It's like a fake
bang,
iPad.
bang, like bang it on the fucking table. And they're like, ah.
Do you remember
Like,
getting your Wii U for the first time and you
Yeah.
you switch it to tablet mode and you're like, I can walk a little bit far away now and I can play, and you're just like testing how far the range goes, and it just like you can still see your TV no matter how far you go.
It's like you can sit on the couch basically.
Yeah.
but make sure your couch is like not.
It's not too
Not-
far
not
away.
on the other side of
I
the
hope
room,
you don't have
no.
like a really big living room. It's like kind of still.
If you're an
condensed
average
enough.
size den, you're gonna go.
I like that though. I like that. And then the Switch is just like, oh, wait, what if
It
they could just
literally
take
is
it
handheld.
literally everywhere?
The
What
Switch
if
is
they
like, what if we
like
mass
dock is-
produce the worst controllers known to mankind?
The dock is just extra. Also, yeah, absolutely the worst, most Joy-Con drift controllers.
It
like
doesn't
you have one,
exist.
You have them for like 6 hours, and it immediately is already drifting. Like, oh, cool, and they're like,
Oh,
we
awesome.
won't fix that. Buy new ones.
Yeah.
I
Like, have you considered buying new ones for $70?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I
my god.
We have no idea
well,
why
now
they're not working.
I
It's-
think now they're legally obligated if you send them in to fix them.
Yes,
Like,
because they
fuck,
were so
fine,
bad.
whatever. We'll get it back to you in like a month.
Mhm.
A month is generous, I feel.
You can't play your
Yeah.
Switch for a month. I hope you don't have like a spare pair.
Yeah, fuck you, they say.
And then on the flip side, the Switch, the Pro controller for the Switch is a wonderful, great controller.
It's the
Yeah,
best,
and it
actually.
has a battery life of 9 to 12 years, I think, because I swear to
Yeah.
God, it never dies.
I've had
But-
mine since like I got my Switch, and it's still perfect. And it's
Mhm.
also like, aside from like an Xbox controller, it's like probably one of the most comfortable controllers to hold.
I have an Xbox.
And-
controller here.
Oh, there you,
can
go.
you can
Me
even
too.
put
Me
Oh.
too.
Wow, everyone, show
Oh.
your Xbox controllers.
Mine are
But I also
downstairs.
have
Zach,
Also,
show
my
your
Switch
Xbox
one
PS4
instead.
controller.
This is my Xbox controller.
My Xbox controller is so much
Wow.
cooler than yours. It's all in the basement.
Well,
Dust
Zach.
literally falling from it because I haven't touched it in 2 months.
Oh my god, I'm not
You just see
Still,
like
show you
the
my
sand
Switch
just
ones
I'm
instead.
it crumbles
Zach,
into
yeah,
dust.
no.
and
What do you
the
have
I
Switch
there?
got
controller even
two
comes as a
controllers.
zero, as like a smaller. You can even get a smaller version for little hands.
Little hands. How do I put this nice?
Yeah,
For the baby who needs their Fisher Price toy to bang
Yeah.
on the table.
bang the
I mean, that's all that
$80
Zach's usually
Switch Pro
trusted
controller.
with. So
What's up?
you're only usually trusted with like baby versions of things.
Like Pikmin
Yeah,
A baby
like
version of a game.
Pikmin.
of StarCraft.
No,
I
I
can
mean
beat
like
Pikmin
baby versions of like
literally
baby
10
iPads and things that you can break. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
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 They have little locks on the cabinets. I don't know how to get them off.
It's
You're like-
okay.
you're like-
I think they have locks on them because you leave them open after you get a bowl of cereal.
That's
you're
not true. I
you're
don't
the
do that
tourist
anymore.
they're worried
Oh, you
about.
fixed that? Okay.
I fixed that bad habit.
Okay.
Zach probably still does it.
I don't. If I did, I'd be like, listen. But I do. I fixed that.
Mhm.
I have other
Good
bad
for you.
habits.
That's growth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
have a
Zach, you're gross.
super niche game that I would love to see get like a sequel or like a remake or like a remaster of his it's called Rogue Galaxy. It's a PS2 game. It is essentially like just like a generic like fighting like RPG game, but the mechanics in the game were just so fun. Like you could combine your like sword, you get like every character's like a gun and a sword that they use when they're fighting, and you can like combine any of them that you get in the like maps to like
Oh.
make new ones. And their little like mini game, like with Witcher, you have like the card game. Their little mini game was like bug battling, and it was a little like turn-based bug battler, and it's such a fun
like that.
game. But I haven't
Ah.
I haven't like I played it again. I bought it on PS4 on like the eShop and played it, and it was so nostalgic. And thinking about that, I'm like, I would love to have a remake of that game or a remaster. Just
I love
anything.
this
Put it on
game.
something.
I want a remake of a well done Spore. Because I think if someone would actually make Spore good, it would be a really, really
What
good
don't you
game.
like about Spore currently?
I mean, it's fun up until the creature stage, and then anything past that sucks. Like the civilization and the space stage, all that kind of just sucks. And there's only so much you can do, right? Like you can either attack or you can dance with the other like creatures, and that's kind of it. Like it's so bare bones when it comes to like an evolution style game. And I think with modern technology, it could be done super well. But as is, Spore is just kind of like a really cool idea done with very limited things.
Yeah,
And doesn't live up to what it could be, I think.
that's
So
fair.
Spore would be my answer.
Fair.
On the topic of Paper Mario, they could just do the 64 one. And I would
It's been
that
like
too.
30 minutes
What do you mean?
since Paper Mario came out.
On the topic of Paper Mario.
Piggybacking off of what you just said, Paper Mario.
Oh yeah,
is great.
that's what I
Oh,
just
yeah,
said.
Going
fun.
back to Paper Mario, I just want to play Paper Mario.
I do. I really
How-
do.
when does
But,
that
like,
come out?
64, the new one,
Yeah.
the 23rd of May.
Speaking of
So
Smash
we got
and
less than
Pass,
a.
Wow.
We got like Yeah, speaking of Smash or Pass, you guys, I think that Piranha Plant
Paper Mario.
Paper Mario.
I
Pass,
prefer
you get a paper cut.
Yarn Yoshi over Paper Mario.
Wait, okay, actually,
Or Wool.
that
Woolly World.
Yoshi's Woolly World is better than the Yoshi game they've made for Switch. And I wish out of all the Wii U games not ported, you have Xenoblade X, the Zelda remakes, and Yoshi's Woolly World. And Yoshi's Woolly World is like 10 times better than the one they made for Switch. And it sucks because I would like that game again.
It's not a remake. I just want Pokemon Stadium 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an
Wait, sequels.
I don't even care. You could just port that and up. You could do a remaster and just put that on.
Yeah,
the Switch.
I would be
and that would
fine
be
with just like
insane.
all the 151, but I'd love a Pokemon style of just like you can go in and battle.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
don't
it
pull
was
this
so
Battle Revolution shit.
simple, but it's so
But
good.
I want to be able to pick the moves on my fucking Pokemon. I don't want to be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's balanced because Charmander has Fire Blast and Charizard has Ember. I'm like,
I don't want to use
Is that what
Charmander.
happened?
Yeah.
yeah.
I was.
If
I
you
mean,
did
I
the-
was a child. Like
If you
using
did the
rental
rental,
teams, and I
that's how they
didn't- yeah.
balanced it.
Yeah,
So
the
some
higher
of the
level
better
or the
ones
higher
are, like-
evolved Pokemon get like terrible moves. Like if you actually picked any of the like legendaries, their movesets were just like
I think
just shit.
Articuno had Ice Beam.
Articuno
I
had
think-
Blizzard.
I think Abra
Blizzard.
was like better than Alakazam, actually.
Well, yeah, because Abra got Psychic, and I think Alakazam got like
They
Confused.
actually did try to balance it. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which I mean,
That's
it's
what
a
Mind
good
blown.
idea to try but like
Why would you do that?
But just give them all flamethrower.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
fine.
I honestly just make Pokemon Showdown, but like with cool animations. They're not going to.
But I want mini
Ooh.
games.
Is it that hard
I
to make a
mean,
battle simulator? It's
I
not
want-
that.
No, because
No,
they
they
did
just won't
Pokemon
do
Battle
it.
Revolution.
That's what,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
but
we're
Battle
talking about.
Revolution was
Like,
soft.
rental, like you can only transfer in Pokemon from like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver.
Pokemon.
Like, that's it.
Why
But,
don't
like-
they do another Pokemon Showdown?
They should do Pokemon Stadium 3, like literally just like choose your moves, choose your nature, choose all that shit, and then just have good animations. Like that's the whole game.
Okay, whoa. This is still Pokemon we're talking about.
Listen.
Good animation.
Here's what
Like,
they could do.
but
They
Pokemon
could
Stadium
make
was
that.
legendary, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap people make it.
I don't
Yeah,
understand why they
like
don't do it
new
anymore.
Pokemon- That was the other one I was thinking.
Literally-
It's not a remake or a remaster, but new Pokemon Snap.
Was so good.
That was good. It was a really. It was so fun. It was just a really. It's unfortunate that it was $60, but it was really fun. It was a good time
I
to
think it was
play
worth
through
it.
it.
Yeah, I
played it
I think
50
it's worth
hours.
it.
Like I got
It's-
so much out of that.
Wait, Spear, why
Yeah.
didn't you
So
like
much
Battle Revolution?
because it was more of, like it wasn't really a game. It was just kind of like a place to.
See,
Yeah.
It was
was
more
like
of like
playing
be a
battles.
replay watcher.
Okay. that's
If you
fair.
couldn't
Yeah, that's
transfer your
fair.
Pokemon in, you really couldn't make use
play
of
any-
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's valid.
yeah, like I think if they were to like outsource someone else, like new Pokemon Snap team,
Yeah.
have them make Pokemon Stadium 3 with whatever ones you're gonna put in the next game, then you can just use those animations for your next game and have that development team just make the story in the world. Right? Does that not? I think that's a good idea.
You would.
I think.
Am I wrong?
I think let's put him on it. Let's call him now.
I think I'll hit up. I'll hit up my friend Ishihara from
Ishihara from the
thing.
Pokemon Company.
Yeah,
From the
I'll hit
Pokemon
that guy up.
Company,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna add this to my background next because I see all the Pokemon stuff in the back.
Shall I
But-
give you?
Yeah, it's a art. I bought it from somebody.
I love
But
that. It's actually really well done.
if we're talking about
He's
Pokemon
watching.
remakes things, why haven't they tried like Pokemon Rangers again? Especially with like, I thought they would have did
Well,
that
there's
with
not-
like
That
the
would've been
Wii
fun.
U.
It wouldn't. I don't think it would really work on the Switch.
They
It
can
would have
use
been
the
cool on the
right
Wii
stick.
U though. That would
Let's
have been really
just
cool.
let's just change the mechanics a bit. Like Pokemon Ranger, that's my favorite
That was a
spin-off.
cool game.
Honestly,
I want another mystery dungeon. It's been too long.
Yeah,
I
Shadow's
would love
Law,
that
man.
too.
I love
if they,
mystery dungeon.
they could remake Pokemon Ranger, either give it like stick controls where you control
Uh-huh.
where the little cursor goes,
Yeah.
or an option for like because they still could use Joy-Con and like point it and like use gyro for it.
Yeah.
Like,
I
do that
thought they
too.
were going to do it though during the Wii U. When can they
Uh.
literally have a freaking tablet here? I'm just like,
Yeah,
So
true.
Yeah, but
many
it
missed
wouldn't have
opportunities.
worked on the Wii U.
You don't
because
think
nothing
so?
worked on the Wii U.
I went
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
an old
in
game store.
theory it would have worked, but it's still the Wii U.
If the
so
Wii U
it
was a
would-
competent,
Yeah.
device.
I went to this used game store today and
games.
yeah, And
Oh.
no, and
I was like, really?
they had. I was just looking, and I saw this Kirby game. Kirby, does anyone remember Kirby the Canvas Curse for the DS,
No.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
where you would draw a little
I
line,
am a
and the
Kirby
ball
fan.
would
Yes,
roll along it?
I
No.
remember that one. I do.
What you would do is draw a little line, and the Kirby would roll along it, and you like track.
Like
you give 'em,
Line
like,
Rider. Anyone
Wait, I
Line
remember that.
Rider?
you give him a little road to the end of the level, but like you could only use so much, so you have to make like hills for him to like hop up so that he could land on your next little like
That's cool.
like line. They did a sequel for the Wii U. So why didn't they do other DS sequels for the Wii U? They called it Rainbow Curse. It sold 14 copies.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Like I did not buy it. I never.
Listen,
I don't,
the
it's a
best
cool
Kirby
idea.
games were during the DS era, and I
Squeak
wouldn't.
Squad.
Squeak. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Squad was
that
good,
game is amazing,
but-
bro.
But the Switch one is better.
I liked Kirby Air
You
Ride.
think so? I haven't played it.
Air Ride was fun.
The 3D
Yeah.
one is better
I
because
haven't
it's
played it.
it's so good. There's so much to do in that game too.
Air Ride remake. Now that
Yeah.
Now
Even to
that
just
would be
fuck
good.
With
around.
new content.
it
But,
would
like-
be completely to fuck around. I don't know what else I'd do with it. That's what I always did.
Was there any actual story in that game?
I don't
I don't know.
Only
You
the
just
city
fuck
fire
around.
ran around and just like
And crash
I'm like,
into each
I spent
other.
hours with friends playing that game and fucking
Mhm.
around.
literally
Yeah.
did nothing. Accomplished
And-
nothing.
yeah,
you know what
accomplished
I would
nothing, but-
love? I'd love a Donkey Kong 64 remake.
Yeah, where
That
you
would
can
actually-
actually
I
Where
can't
you
change
could
even try
just
and answer.
switch which one you're playing
Hmm.
at any time. I don't want to find a
Hmm.
fucking barrel to become
Maybe
Diddy Kong.
best answer of the night is Donkey
That
Kong
is the best
64.
answer because that game it has like the skeleton of so many good
It
things.
was so
that
fun.
But
It was so
like
fun.
going back, you have to backtrack so much
Yeah.
to get anything
Yeah.
done.
We're not
That's
children
what I
anymore, so
mean.
it's unplayable.
Or
You
at
didn't like
least
Tropical Freeze?
if there were more places where you could just switch to like anyone, maybe.
Yeah.
Or if you could just do it manually to do different puzzles, because the amount of backtracking you had to do to just collect
Yeah.
everything was far too much.
The
You didn't like
issue
Tropical
that-
Freeze?
What about it?
I see you didn't like Tropical Freeze?
It's
That's
not
not-
even the same genre.
It's different. It's very different.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a 2D platformer. Donkey Kong 64 is 2D.
Completely
I haven't
different kind of
played it.
game.
I ain't played.
It's
Okay.
so
I want them if they're not
Mark
going to
can get
make
in
another one, because honestly, they should just make a DS entertainment system because there's so many good games on there. But they should make another Rhythm Haven because I've never played it, but I watched the TikToks and they look so fun, and I really want it. So
I never
wanna
played that
play
when it
Rhythm
came
Haven.
out.
Diddy
It
Kong
looks so
Racing.
fun.
Yes.
Oh wow,
Bring
that's a
that
good pick.
Honestly, just all the old rare games for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't remake them. Just
Just-
remaster them.
Just
No,
make an
I
HD.
want a Diddy Kong Racing remake.
I want a third game.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
Also,
I want a
Diddy Kong Racing
Nicktoons
had a-
Racing remake.
I don't want them to ruin any more rare games.
I want to play Mario
Name
Kart.
one
Dill
they've
Pickles.
ruined.
Perfect Dark.
Banjo and Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Oh,
That game was
wow.
terrible.
Oh,
my
yeah,
bad.
that one's.
That game was what like bankrupt rare.
It honestly, what like no one bought that.
the-
game.
No one bought. Like, well, people bought it and then were so mad. That
Well,
it
yeah,
was-
because
it
it's
got
so
so
different and
bad.
also not like I'm fine if you change it up. Like I'm like, well, this is not what I wanted, but like it can still be a good game. That just was
yeah.
you fucked it all up, and then also it was just a big open empty world with nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo even remade it with Tears of the Kingdom, and you could build your own car there, but like they also just like put a bunch of like shit to do in it. But like Banjo, you just built a fucking car and drove around with nothing to do. So not even close.
What about Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story?
They actually did remake that on the 3DS.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one
Alright.
bought it. 'cause
You're a bit
it was already
late.
out. They should
So-
remake it on a system people are gonna play it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
The
Well,
3DS
So many
remakes
games
are a
would
little-
benefit just from bringing it to
Yeah.
a more.
30,
Like they
reach
just
console.
remade it too late on 3DS to where no
Yeah.
one wanted to play on
Games
it.
that got remade on the Wii U, I feel so bad. Holy
Yeah.
shit, what a waste.
The
what a
Zelda
waste of a
game.
console. What a
Yeah.
waste of like, being like getting the opportunity to like be a good game and to like be playable and be accessible to more people than you are on the Wii U.
I love the Zelda remakes, and they're just not gonna port them over, even though it's so easy. Like they don't have to change the
Brand.
fucking
Is
thing.
it easy, Zach? Are you a master of porting video
I
games?
actually
from one
am.
console?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
They
I
don't
poured
call
some
him Zach
grass to
Sports
touch.
Game for nothing.
That's true.
This isn't Nintendo, but I would like a remake of The Bully or a remake of
That'd be good, that'd be
That was a
fun.
popular game.
Wait, are
The
they? Did they do
Simpsons
a
Hit and
remake of
Run.
Crazy Taxi?
They are doing
Yeah,
it.
I thought so. That game was the shit. I love that game.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
Did you never play Crazy Taxi?
I've seen it. I don't think I ever played it. See,
So
I like
bad.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
I was
That
that,
game
that
is
was.
So many
fun.
people love that
I
game.
think
If
they
they
also
brought that
remade
back.
that one, didn't they?
Yeah, that would make money.
Yeah, I think they did, and it was
I just searched it. I didn't see it.
maybe. Am I lying?
I like
That
that.
was pretty
They
good.
remade the
Still third,
SpongeBob
like,
game.
GameCube
They did.
too.
SpongeBob Rehydrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a developer
Everybody
who
got
remade
that.
it from scratch, like not
Yeah.
official.
Got it.
He did it in his free time. He just remade the game.
That's awesome.
But
Good
bro,
for him.
if they remake
Different
Bully
way.
or if they make a new one, that would go crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Wait, that's
Like,
crazy.
Bully was like
Dude.
everywhere.
Yeah,
great.
it was
Rockstar games
crazy.
are awesome, bro.
you can play the old one on PS4, but it'd be nice if they
Made a new
revamped
one.
it a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah, or fix it. Give me better graphics or something,
Yeah.
bro. Like, especially with the like GTA and like Red Dead, like kind of like style now. Like
Mhm.
that game would be so fun to play for me. But I think they're like hesitant because of like the current climate of the world. They're like,
It's
I
such
don't
a
know, we
fun
should be
game,
making
though.
well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, love that game. My brother, he's literally like, he was so young and he got into that game on our Xbox 360 back then. He played the entire game like twice. I'm like, how are you playing this old game? But like, he loved it. Like,
yeah.
It would do
I
a
need
lot
it.
for our Bring Back Bullying campaign.
It would.
hey, I'm
yes.
with it.
Triple
with
B,
it.
bring back bullying campaign.
Please do.
No, guys.
Please bring
Right.
back bullying.
It's always bring back bullying until it's towards
No,
Ryan.
no,
but
no.
Sarah.
No,
Sarah.
no,
No,
no.
Sarah,
no,
Sarah,
no.
it's okay this time.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Ryan gets to pick and choose when bullying is okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
He's just putting on a brave face.
Yeah.
Brian, you're so brave.
Thank
so
you. I know.
brave.
You I'm not gonna root for
What's
him.
wrong with me being confident? Why are you trying to take away my confidence?
What's wrong?
It's
with being
undeserved.
Confident, Ryan.
It's undeserved.
hmm
Okay.
Undeserved.
Ryan, I like your confidence, but sometimes it comes off a little arrogant.
It's not arrogance. It's confidence. I told you.
Okay. Right, my bad.
Carry on.
Okay.
This guy.
The
What
sky.
they say incredible.
Yeah, this
Ryan,
guy.
you need to be more flexible.
Oh.
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 I like that scene where she's like, I thought you'd be back by 11. I'm back now. I figured you'd be back later if you came back at all. You know that one?
That was
I
awesome.
know.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
you did that.
That was the incredible.
The silence was.
That
the
was the
silence was
Incredibles. You guys know that
awful.
one? You guys know that
Oh,
one?
I know that one.
I hadn't heard of that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
when you
Oh,
said
you
that
haven't?
one, I knew that one.
I'll
Uh-huh.
pull it up for you guys. I'll drop it in the chat.
Oh,
Mm.
thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I like her. That's Elastigirl.
You're Elastigirl.
Oh. If he wishes.
I do. I really do.
Helen Parr. Parr?
Helen Parr.
Elastigirl, Miss Incredible, and everything above.
Throw me.
What?
What is going on here?
This is the time of the podcast where we recite random Incredibles lines with no context.
I think
No
so,
games.
right?
Where we devolve.
Did we have anything else we wanted to talk
I don't
about?
think so.
I think-
Isaiah
Ryan,
gonna
that-
close us out with a dance party?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Are we gonna get copyright? No.
No.
Play some of your
do it.
original 8-ball banger music.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
they can't
cannot do
copyright.
that.
They can't copyright Isaiah.
We can't do
8-Ball
that.
Bang himself.
All right.
Everybody, thank you so much for coming to the Gamer Monday podcast. You can follow me at 8-Ball Bangers. You can follow Lee at Gang Police. Sarah at Sarah Captain. Ryan at Flat Ryan. Zach at Zacking Ball. And Mr. Kiwi Bird, Bill, Soft,
Nowhere.
Stanley,
You
we're
will be here
everywhere
next
else.
week.
You can't find me.
Subscribe. Follow us at Gamer Monday Pod.
And see you next Monday.
Happy Monday,
Gamer
gamers.
Monday.
Happy
Gamer
Gamer Monday,
Monday.
pilgrims.